Real work can only occur in the presence of rigorous honesty. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is that I have to be willing to be honest about where I'm coming up short, where the things I'm doing on a daily basis are not good enough for me, for growth to happen in my life. So, the reason why honesty is the most important part about it is because if I'm to ask for help, right? If I was to come to you and ask you for help, but I wasn't honest to you about what my situation is, then that help that you are giving to me is going to be applied to the lie, which then means that it can't help me because it's helping the false me, the false identity that I'm hiding behind. So, besides the honesty, and it can only occur with rigorous honesty, that that falls into the next category of disassembling myself. So I have to be honest about those parts of me that I don't like so that you can disassemble, deprogram yourself of these false beliefs, these limited beliefs about yourself that you don't like, that are holding you back every day. For instance, the insecurity of not being good enough. That kind of thinking is always going to hold a person back. It's held me back for many years having low self worth. So if I'm honest about having that low self worth, now I can change it. I can face it. I'm able to apply a new way of thinking to it. Okay, well, how do I do that? If I'm honest about it, then I'm able to look at it properly and I'm also able to ask for help for it. Now, whenever I start to receive the help from various resources, it can actually be applied to the area it's needed to be applied to for help. So, a lot of times we're afraid to be honest because we're scared of what another person is going to think of us. And I don't know about you, but that is just putting way too much power in someone else's hands to dictate how you should feel during the day or who you should be or who you should try to be like or who you want to be like. You're giving that power to someone else to dictate how you feel on a day-to-day basis. And you'll you'll never be able to fully blossom into the man or woman that you're trying to be. So, that's where I'm at with that. So we just work on slowly deprogramming those parts of ourselves on a day-to-day basis, little bits at a time. The things that you don't like, start to pay attention to how they show up in your life, right? Um, when you're triggered, pay attention to who triggers you and how they trigger you and what you feel when you're triggered. Sit through that emotion. Don't go nowhere. Don't ignore it. Don't fight with the person. Don't argue and scream and holler. Sit with yourself. And you may be shaken. You may be crying. You may be insecure. And you may be feeling embarrassed in front of everybody. But sit with it. Sit with that emotion. It's the only way you're ever going to get past it. Because now you're sitting with it. Now you know you can sit with it, right? If you do it once, you can do it again. And then again and again and again. Each time it gets easier. And the next thing you know, you're being triggered on that same trigger. And it has no effect on you no more. Because you've done set with it. You understand that that can't hurt you no more. Anything outside of us can't hurt us unless we allow it to. Unless we allow it to. So that's my little teach learn situation today. You can take it or leave it. You know, what I ask is I don't want to impose on your free will with my beliefs. What I am asking you is that if something does resonate with you, take it with you. If it doesn't, leave it behind and move on. So, you know, if you like my content, hit the subscribe button. It would be awesome if you was part of my channel, and being part of my growth. And you know, I'd love to hear from you. And you know, if you have any comments on the video, what you think of it, or any kind of opinions, I'm open to all of it. And I would love to have conversations with um, anyone who's trying to watch my videos and trying to understand where I'm coming from. And hit the like and subscribe button. So that's all I got for you today. Um, Stay tuned. God bless.